How's it going, people? This is Jack Rewire, and today I'm going to be starting a little segment I will be calling Survival Tactics and Call of Duty World War II. Now, before we get started, it's important to note that no tips or anything that you get from anywhere is going to be 100% effective all the time, due to the fact you have to consider lag and otherwise random teammates that can just pretty much mess up any strategy that you had in mind in the first place. Now that we got that out the way, let's get right to it. Now, today's topic is going to be about spawning, and for those of you who have been playing Call of Duty for a while, this is nothing new. This has been around in Call of Duty for a while. Those of you who are new, it's a good chance to pick it up if you plan on picking any other future Call of Duties up for. It's going to pretty much be in every single Call of Duty as far as I know, unless they change up the formula. Now we're going to be bringing up a little screenshot here of Gibraltar. Now, there are three main spawn areas. This applies to all maps, obviously different depending on which map you are on. And you are generally going to spawn in any one of those three areas in your respective side throughout the match, as long as the enemy does not get into your spawn too much. The game is typically going to try and spawn you away from the enemy as much as possible, which can result in a spawn flip. Now, to show a better example, I'll show a clip here. I did this clip here on a local play split screen to kind of test this theory out. But it's obviously going to be different if you get into a match with other people where there'll be people spread throughout the map. But typically, as long as somebody is here, the person is going to continue spawning down there, which sets the other team up for a spawn trap as long as they do not push into the spawn zones. It's not until the bottom player retreats all the way back into this bunker house area here that the other player starts to spawn more consistently throughout the area back in his own spawn. Now the other character is going to move up to the right, and the top character is going to continue to spawn in opposite down towards the tunnel away from him. And we're going to keep going himself up multiple times, and now we're going to move back, and he's going to start returning back into his normal spawn. Now we're going to move on to the opposite side. We're going to continue the same thing over there. As you see, the other player starts to spawn opposite of where he's at. But since it's a local play and there's only two people in here, the spawns aren't really going to flip because there's not enough people to keep him from spawning in that general area. Now we're going to return the clip to normal speed here to show off another issue with the spawn system. You typically are going to spawn opposite wherever the other player is most of the times, as to keep yourself from getting killed too quick. But it seems like there is a certain zone as to what is considered safe to spawn. As you see, I'm going to keep killing myself here over and over again, and I'm going to keep moving the other character back until this happens. We spawn right back in the spawn point. The other player is close enough where he can run around and kill the other person. As you probably have noticed, if you play this game a lot, you have and will get killed quickly after you then died and respawn. Now here's an example of that exact instance. We're going to run into this bunker, and we're going to get mopped up real quick right there. Now, as you see here on this map, this is where I'm going to currently be spawning. We are considered in the A spawn. My teammates are currently running around the C spawn. And the enemy will be what I was considering to be the B spawn, but I was not paying attention to the map, and we are going to pay for that very quickly. As soon as we get back into this match, we spawn in, we're going to go to the left and forget he's over there and get cleaned up really quick by him once again. And we can see that in a replay, running straight into the spawn. Dead. And then we are going to all spawn over here, because before death our score is actually at 52 to 50. We're now 55. All my teammates got wiped out in the area. The enemies are currently occupying C and A, so the spawn moved us all the way over here to be safe. Now that brings me back into another topic regarding the spawns, is the mini map. The mini map is really important to be paying attention to, because if you do not pay attention to the mini map, you're going to get killed really quick. There's a lot of details that you can miss in a mini map, whether or not be indications for wherever the enemy is firing, and more importantly, where your teammates are. And that's going to come into play about your spawns. As I said before, you want to pay attention to where the spawns are. That means you want to pay attention to where your teammates are. If all your teammates are out and about, all of them are in an enemy spawn in A and B at the same time, whatever, is a good chance the spawn is going to flip. If nobody is behind you, you're going to die. So I guess the easy way to say, wherever you do, make sure you have a teammate behind you if a teammate is not behind you, it is very important to try and quickly turn around and make sure that there is nobody behind you, because a good chance you will get spawned behind depending on where you are in a map. This is actually a good example here. I managed to get over to the enemy spawn. I'm picking them all off in their spawn, but my teammate decided to push all the way in, and that's going to quickly flip the spawn. As you can see here, I'm dropping a missile. See, that is what the part of the difficulty in playing random lobbies. Pushing out too far in the spawn can mess things up. And I gotta say, getting spawn trap is not fun. It is not something I like getting stuck in. No one likes getting stuck in, but I had to take advantage of it at the moment. It was there. The opportunity presented itself, and I had to jump on it, which is why I was able to do very well in this match. As I say, I got my teammate behind me now. My teammates are all pushed out there, but none of them have pushed all the way out into the enemy spawn, so that means he's going to continue spawning out there, and I'm sitting here waiting for somebody to come this way, and we're going to miss a shot there. Now, if you happen to be on the unfortunate end of the spawn trap, my advice to you is switch to a long range weapon, get the armor division hopefully leveled up for the protection for explosive damage and tactical grenades, and then you're gonna want to go find you a tent, maybe a little cheap one, get you some s'mores, but you gotta make sure it's gotta be the good chocolate. It's gotta be the good chocolate for that one. And you're going to get a bonfire ready, because you gotta heat that up. It's not gonna be the same unless you heat that up. And you're gonna sit and wait, maybe offer it to the enemy team, maybe tempt them to come out and get it, and then you're just gonna take them out and wait for that opportunity. You don't want to run out into the dark, because you don't know what's going on out there. You don't got the fire by you. Long story short, don't be dumb. Don't run out into the middle of an enemy. Don't run out into the middle of an enemy spawn trap. You're not gonna guarantee be able to accomplish anything, especially when the time to kill in this game is low as it is, and especially if you're like me, who likes to do not play with many people and usually plays with a bunch of random people in the lobby. I advise just to sit and wait for the opportunity to present itself, jump on that opportunity, and then try and push in if that's your play style. Otherwise, sit back and relax. That's going to be your best option. Now, if there's anything that you feel that I missed, leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll make another video on it at some point. As I said, this is possibly going to be a bit of a series that I'm going to be starting. A heavy emphasis on the survival, because of the type of game that this is, because of the type of reviews this game has got. I feel like it's necessary to make this a type of a survival type of thing. Anyways, this is going to be in the video. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like. It lets me know that I'm actually doing something, people interested in it. Regardless, I'll probably continue the series anyways. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out my other content. I try to get live streams going at least once a week within my work schedule. Anyways, catch y'all later. Peace.